Whenever.
Yeah, you're on.
I'm on? I don't know what to say. Hey, and welcome to our first segment of Healthy Cooking with Mikey T. Was those in the video? Can you see that okay?
I can't see any of that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start over anyway because I'm going to move this anyway. Okay. That's a nice thing. I can start over. Okay.
I've got your head right now.
You got my head? Okay, I'll look at that. Hello and welcome to the first segment of Healthy Cooking with Mikey T. What exactly is healthy cooking? It's low calorie, low fat, none of the chemicals that we have in most of our processed foods. Now I'll also be cooking gluten-free, but none of these recipes have to be gluten-free. We're going to try to take some of the old, well-known recipes and make them healthy and low-fat. Alright, what I'm going to do tonight is cook some fried green tomatoes. Now, normally we'd take tomatoes, cut them up, batter them in all kinds of good stuff, throw them in a pan full of oil, and fry them up. Delicious, right? Well, we're going to try that a new healthy way. Right down here's my items. I've got a plate full of green tomatoes already sliced up and washed. I'm going to use, this is just plain cornmeal. You can use cornmeal mix, but we use plain cornmeal there again to be gluten-free. And we are going to use a little butter with this. Most of the cooking I'm going to be doing has no kind of added oils, but we are going to use a little bit of butter, not much. We'll be using stainless steel. Pure stainless steel, nothing non-stick. Non-stick is very, very unhealthy. There's all kinds of reasons not to use non-stick. But we're using just plain stainless steel. This is a nice little griddle. So I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to turn it around to medium heat. Then we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter. Again, a tablespoon of butter is only 100 calories of pure, true butter, not artificial butter. But I'm going to take those 2 tablespoons, I'm going to cut it up just a little bit because we want it to spread around the pan pretty well. Now what you hear in the background cooking back there is some pan-fried chicken. There's no grease, no oil, no breading. I just put the chicken in a hot electric skillet. And I'll show you that another time. There's already videos on how to do that with the waterless non-stick cookware. Alright, I'm going to take the cornmeal. And I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons in the bowl. And a little salt. I'm going to go ahead and salt my tomatoes just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and pepper them just a little bit. My wife tells me I get them too hot. Put too much pepper on them. So. Now I'm going to pepper the cornmeal just a little. I'm going to go ahead and flip all these over. You hear my granddaughter Gracie back there in the background. She's watching tonight too. Go ahead and give these a little bit more salt and pepper on this side. And I'm going to mix that up just a little bit with my hands. And now we're just going to wait on the butter to get done. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, our butter is ready. I don't know if you can see it real well, but it's just starting to turn brown just a little place. We don't want the butter to actually burn, but we want it nice and hot.
Okay.
We got our tomatoes and our cornmeal mixture here. We're just going to take the tomato, press it down into the cornmeal just a little bit, get a nice coating on it, and just set it there on our butter. with this pan here, it's a 13-inch griddle, so there's plenty of room to cook on this thing. So we can go ahead and get all of these tomatoes put in here. Got one more. Now I'm actually pressing those down just a little bit, make sure there's no holes. After all, we've got very little butter there, so we don't have a lot of oil to get up into the tomato. We're going to place a lid on top of this. And what we're going to wait to do on this has a little hole in it. We're going to wait for it to start steaming. It's just going to build up in there and then start steaming. This is one of the reasons we use the minimum moisture cookware, the stainless steel. I use Towncraft brand. It actually forms a seal, cooks from the bottom and the top. So what we're doing is creating kind of like a pressured cooker. Stop again. Alright, as you see, we got some good steam coming out of here. That's what we're looking for. That steam's letting us know that it's nice and hot in there. And if you get a good look over here on this pan, you can see all the moisture sticking to the top. Well, instead of coming out, that moisture is staying in there and that's keeping that heat going. So we're going to go ahead. Now here's something else. Your non-stick cookware may seem like a great thing, but this right here is enough to ruin some of it. But we're going to take now, and we're going to flip our tomatoes, see how they're looking. Getting a nice little brown covering now on the bottom. That one got nice and dark there. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and cover that back up, if I can pick this up without burning myself. And now we are going to time it for 5 minutes. And they will be done. See you back in 5 minutes?
Okay.
Back up. Alright, there's our 5-minute timer. So we have got some fried green tomatoes done the healthy way. How nice they are, top and bottom. Of course, they're not quite as brown as you'll get with a pan full of oil. But just a minute, when they cool off, we're going to see how they taste. Put just a little water in my pan. That's going to help that pan clean up. Alright. In a minute we're going to try those as soon as we let them cool off, because we don't want to burn our mouths on them. We've already tried that. I gave a test run a few minutes ago, so they are very, very good. But I'll let my wife try some here in a minute, just to make sure that I got the pepper down enough on them. Now a lot of you may say that you don't know if where to get this kind of cookware to cook with. No, your non-stick cookware is not going to work for this. The iron skillet's not going to work for it. But if you like my griddle here, and if you're interested in it, there again, that's a 13-inch griddle, very well made, made in the United States, not over in China, not in Taiwan. But if you're interested, or think you may want one of those, if you'll contact me, leave either a message or comment on this post, and I can show you how to get one of those absolutely free. No obligations whatsoever. So if you're interested, please let me know. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes as soon as that cools off, and we'll give it a taste test. Alright, here we are for a taste test. First I want to show you our plate here. We've got fried chicken, pan-fried chicken, potatoes, which is the new potatoes, corn on the cob, and our fried green tomatoes. The only oil that we used on this entire meal was for the fried green tomatoes, the little bit of butter, of course. And then we've added some butter, even to make it a little more healthy. I like to use the Parquet spray on my butter, or for my butter, on my corn and my potatoes. Now for the taste test on those fried green tomatoes, I'm going to let my beautiful wife Donnie here give it a taste.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this looks great.
How does those taste?
Mmm. Yummy.
Taste just like your mama's,
Delicious.
but not just like mama's.
Proven.
It is hard to get the exact same taste. I think the consistency on these are about the same as regular fried green tomatoes. They do have a nice soft consistency. Still has the nice bitter green tomato taste and the breading. I think this is a great healthy alternative. So if you care to give it a try, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you really enjoy this. Like my page. There'll be more to come. I'm going to try to post at least one new recipe a week. Like I said, we're going to try new recipes using the favorite recipes from old and try to make them healthy.